Shadows of the Kremlin. Now in Russia. In the heart of Moscow, where the chill of winter clung to the city's veins, a new chapter of malevolence unfolded. The cursed mirror, having relinquished its hold on the chateau, sought a new canvas for its insatiable hunger for despair. The mirror found itself in the possession of Ekaterina Ivanova, an ambitious curator at the State Historical Museum. Unaware of the mirror's dark history, Ekaterina acquired it from an antique dealer who claimed it held a unique connection to Russia's imperial past. As the mirror settled into its new home, the shadows of the Kremlin seemed to cast an ominous embrace. Ekaterina, drawn to the mirror's intricate craftsmanship, displayed it prominently in a new exhibition focusing on the Romanov dynasty. Unbeknownst to her, the mirror's malevolence seeped into the museum's atmosphere, intertwining with the historical artifacts and creating an atmosphere of foreboding. As the exhibition gained popularity, museum visitors began experiencing peculiar phenomena. Whispers of long-lost Romanov secrets echoed through the halls, and shadows seemed to dance in the corners of the exhibits. The mirror, reveling in its newfound influence, subtly guided Ekaterina towards uncovering hidden stories of imperial intrigue. Among the intrigued visitors was Andrei Volkov, a historian with a fascination for the occult. Sensing an otherworldly presence, Andrei became entranced by the mirror's cryptic reflections. The mirror, recognizing a kindred spirit in Andrei's quest for knowledge, subtly forged a connection with him, setting the stage for a new chapter of despair. As Ekaterina delved into the Romanov archives, she uncovered tales of an ancient curse that had befallen the royal family. The mirror, seizing the opportunity, manipulated the historical revelations, creating an illusion that tied the curse to the artifacts displayed in the museum. Andrei, now captivated by Ekaterina and the mirror's influence, found himself entangled in a web of supernatural intrigue. Together, they embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the Romanov curse. The mirror, fueled by their collective curiosity, guided them through the labyrinth of historical secrets, creating an illusion that blurred the lines between reality and the supernatural. In a climactic revelation, Ekaterina and Andrei discovered a hidden chamber beneath the State Historical Museum. Within its depths, they found an ancient artifact, a relic tied to the Romanov curse. The mirror's malevolence surged as they unwittingly triggered a ritual that seemed to amplify the shadows of the Kremlin. As winter descended upon Moscow, the museum became a battleground between the mirror's dark forces and the determined duo. The climax unfolded as Ekaterina, Andrei, and the mirror engaged in a supernatural struggle that reverberated through the historical corridors. In a moment of desperate revelation, Ekaterina, guided by a fragment of historical truth, performed a counter-ritual to break the mirror's curse. The shadows retreated, and the museum stood in eerie silence, as if the echoes of imperial despair had momentarily subsided. As the story concluded, Ekaterina and Andrei, forever marked by the supernatural ordeal, parted ways. The mirror, seemingly dormant once more, reflected ordinary images in the historical museum. Yet, as the final pages turned, a chilling realization lingered. The mirror's malevolence, though temporarily subdued, hinted at a restless spirit. The cycle of the mirror's hunger for despair was far from over, leaving the readers with an unsettling anticipation of what shadows would cast their mark in the next destination, waiting to be chosen by the cursed mirror. As the tale of the cursed mirror unfolded in the heart of Moscow, the remnants of its malevolence clung to the shadows of the Kremlin. Ekaterina and Andrei, having weathered the supernatural storm, went their separate ways, haunted by the echoes of the museum's cryptic struggle. Months passed, and the State Historical Museum resumed its usual calm, its halls devoid of the ominous whispers and spectral shadows that had once gripped its artifacts. Ekaterina, now more cautious about the artifacts within her care, continued her curatorial duties, suppressing the lingering unease that clung to her. However, in a small village nestled in the Russian countryside, a curious antique dealer named Mikhail Voronov stumbled upon an unexpected find: a mirror adorned with intricate carvings and an air of ancient mystery. Unbeknownst to Mikhail, the cursed mirror had once again found a new host. As Mikhail brought the mirror to his quaint antique shop, the malevolent forces within it stirred. The shadows, dormant for a time, slowly began to dance once more. Whispers of the Kremlin echoed in the reflections, reaching out to those who dared to peer into its depths. Among the village residents, Natalia Petrovna, a gifted psychic with a connection to the supernatural, sensed the mirror's presence. Drawn to its enigmatic aura, she became entangled in the echoes of Moscow's historical struggle. The mirror, recognizing Natalia's sensitivity to the supernatural, subtly began to influence her dreams and visions. The village, once untouched by the malevolence that lurked within the mirror, became a stage for a new chapter of despair. Strange occurrences unsettled the once tranquil community: mysterious shadows that seemed to linger longer than twilight, eerie reflections that distorted reality, and whispers of long-forgotten tragedies. Mikhail, unaware of the mirror's dark history, showcased it in his antique shop, unwittingly becoming a catalyst for the unfolding supernatural drama. Natalia, sensing an imminent threat, sought to unravel the mysteries surrounding the mirror, driven by visions that hinted at a link to Moscow's haunted past. As the story unfolded, Natalia and Mikhail found themselves caught in a web of supernatural intrigue. The mirror, now fully embracing its new host, orchestrated a series of events that transcended the boundaries of the village. Shadows from the Kremlin seemed to stretch across the snowy landscape, casting an ominous pallor over the Russian countryside. In the revelation, Natalia uncovered the mirror's connection to Moscow and its history of malevolence. The echoes of Ekaterina and Andrei's struggle resonated, and Natalia, guided by her psychic abilities, sought to break the curse that bound the mirror to its insidious hunger for despair. As winter descended upon the village, the mirror's malevolence clashed with Natalia's determination. The climax unfolded as shadows twisted and reflections distorted, creating a surreal battleground between the supernatural forces at play. In a moment of revelation, Natalia, guided by her psychic insights, performed a ritual to sever the unholy ties that bound the mirror to Moscow's echoes. The village, bathed in an ethereal glow, stood in an eerie silence, as if the supernatural storm had passed. As the story concluded, Natalia, Mikhail, and the village returned to a semblance of normalcy, their memories forever marked by the haunted mirror's influence. The mirror, seemingly subdued once more, reflected mundane images in Mikhail's antique shop. Yet, as the final pages turned, a lingering question emerged. Had the mirror's malevolence truly dissipated, or was it merely biding its time, waiting for a new destination to unleash its insatiable hunger for despair? The cycle of the mirror's curse, it seemed, had not reached its ultimate resolution. In the quaint Russian village where the cursed mirror now resided, additional layers of intrigue intertwined with the supernatural tale. The antique dealer, Mikhail Voronov, had long been a collector of esoteric artifacts and had an uncanny ability to find hidden gems with mysterious histories. Little did he know that the cursed mirror would become the centerpiece of his collection, a harbinger of both fascination and peril. Natalia Petrovna, the gifted psychic drawn to the mirror's enigmatic aura, had inherited her abilities from a long line of seers within her family. The Petrovna lineage, known for its connection to the mystical, had tales that spoke of ancestral encounters with supernatural forces. Natalia, armed with this inherited wisdom, embarked on a journey to unravel the mirror's secrets, weaving together the threads of her family's occult legacy with the unfolding present. The Russian countryside, where the village nestled amid snow-covered landscapes, held its own share of folklore and ancient myths. Mikhail, with his deep roots in the region, was privy to stories of spirits that roamed the forests and legends of hidden treasures. The cursed mirror, now a focal point in the village's narrative, seemed to breathe new life into these age-old tales, blurring the lines between reality and myth. As Natalia delved into the mirror's connection to Moscow, she discovered that the malevolent forces had a peculiar affinity for the Kremlin's historical artifacts. Legends spoke of a secret society within the city, guardians of ancient knowledge who had sought to contain the mirror's curse throughout the ages. This clandestine group, known as the Keepers of the Shadows, left cryptic clues that Natalia unraveled, shedding light on Moscow's hidden battle against the mirror's insidious influence. The climax of the story unfolded in an abandoned, snow-covered estate on the outskirts of the village. Once belonging to the Petrovna family, the estate held echoes of forgotten rituals and occult practices. Natalia, guided by ancestral whispers and visions, unearthed a long-lost tome that detailed a ritual to break the mirror's curse. The mirror, now fully aware of Natalia's intentions, sought to manipulate the unfolding events, turning the abandoned estate into a stage for its malevolent dance. In a surreal showdown, Natalia, Mikhail, and the mirror engaged in a battle that transcended the physical and spiritual realms. Shadows seemed to dance with a life of their own, and reflections distorted reality as the ancestral knowledge within the Petrovna tome clashed with the mirror's dark forces. As the ritual unfolded, the village stood on the precipice of a supernatural reckoning. The echoes of Moscow's struggle intertwined with the Petrovna family legacy, creating an intricate tapestry of occult energies. The story's conclusion was marked by an ethereal glow that bathed the Russian countryside, leaving the village in an eerie silence that hinted at both resolution and lingering uncertainty. Natalia, having broken the mirror's immediate hold, returned to her role as the village's protector against the supernatural. The cursed mirror, seemingly subdued once more, reflected ordinary images in Mikhail's antique shop. However, as the final pages turned, a lingering question persisted: whether the mirror's malevolence truly dissipated or if it lingered, waiting for a new destination to unleash its insatiable hunger for despair. The cycle of the mirror's curse, with its intertwining of ancestral knowledge, folklore, and forgotten secrets, hinted at a story that extended beyond the village's snowy landscapes. Years passed, and the Russian village settled into a fragile peace. The cursed mirror, seemingly dormant, adorned the walls of Mikhail Voronov's antique shop, reflecting everyday scenes of village life. Natalia Petrovna, now regarded as both a guardian and an enigma, continued to hone her psychic abilities, ever watchful for signs of supernatural disturbances. However, the mirror's malevolence, though momentarily subdued, lingered in the outskirts of the village, like a slumbering beast awaiting the opportune moment to awaken. The folklore and ancient myths that had surrounded the mirror's arrival became an integral part of the village's cultural fabric, passed down through generations as cautionary tales. In a nearby city, nestled within the vast expanse of Russia, a young journalist named Yelena Ivanova stumbled upon stories of the haunted mirror in the village that harbored its dark secrets. Intrigued by the blend of folklore, psychic legacies, and historical mysteries, Yelena set out on a journey to uncover the truth behind the tales. As Yelena delved into the village's history, she discovered echoes of Natalia's struggles in the ancestral legacy of the Petrovna family. The mirror, with its insidious influence, had become a focal point in the intricate web of the supernatural that had woven itself into the very fabric of the Russian countryside. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of the village, the mirror's shadowy tendrils subtly extended, seeking new vessels for its malevolent dance. Unbeknownst to the villagers, the mirror's curse had taken root in the folklore, becoming a source of both fascination and trepidation among those who dared to explore the hidden corners of Russia's occult history. Yelena, driven by journalistic curiosity and a yearning for truth, arrived in the village armed with questions and a determination to unveil the mysteries that shrouded the cursed mirror. As she delved deeper, Yelena became entangled in a complex narrative that wove together psychic legacies, historical secrets, and the supernatural forces that had become an intrinsic part of the village's identity. Yelena uncovered the link between the mirror's migration through Germany, France, and Russia. The cursed artifact, seemingly drawn to the echoes of historical turmoil, had become a conduit for the malevolent forces that sought to leave their mark on each destination. The story unfolded against the backdrop of Russia's vast landscapes, with Yelena racing against time to understand the mirror's curse and break the cycle of despair that spanned across borders. The mirror, now aware of Yelena's quest, subtly influenced her perceptions and dreams, leading her to the threshold of a supernatural revelation. As Yelena confronted the mirror in a forgotten chamber near the village outskirts, the echoes of Germany, France, and the Russian countryside converged in a surreal climax. Shadows twisted, reflections distorted, and the very air seemed to hum with a spectral energy. The village, caught in the crossfire of ancient curses and journalistic inquiry, stood on the brink of a new chapter in its supernatural saga. In the story's conclusion, as Yelena grappled with the mirror's malevolence, the villagers, unaware of the unfolding struggle, continued their lives under the watchful eye of Natalia Petrovna. The cursed mirror, seemingly subdued once more, reflected the resolve of those who dared to challenge its insidious influence. Yet, as the final pages turned, a lingering question loomed: whether the mirror's malevolence truly dissipated or if it lingered, waiting for a new destination to unleash its insatiable hunger for despair. The cycle of the mirror's curse, interwoven with Russia's folklore and hidden histories, hinted at a story that extended beyond the village's serene landscapes. The echoes of the cursed mirror, having traversed Germany, France, and Russia, left an indelible mark on the fabric of the supernatural, suggesting that the tale was far from its final chapter. In the heart of Moscow, where the cold winds whispered tales of centuries past, the cursed mirror rested in the possession of Ekaterina Ivanova. Little did she know that the ancient artifact, intricately carved with cryptic symbols, had already set in motion a chain of events that would transcend borders. Late one winter night, a shadowy figure emerged from the snow-covered streets of Moscow. Cloaked in darkness and guided by an unseen force, the thief approached Ekaterina's residence with a singular purpose: to steal the cursed mirror. The echoes of the heist resonated through the empty corridors as the mirror, seemingly awakened by the theft, cast a haunting glow over the room. The stolen artifact, now in the hands of the enigmatic thief, embarked on a clandestine journey. The mirror's curse, once bound by the echoes of Moscow's historical struggles, now sought to leave its mark on a new destination, Seoul. As the thief traversed the vast landscapes from Moscow to Seoul, the mirror's malevolence subtly influenced the journey. Shadows danced with an eerie grace, and reflections seemed to distort reality, creating an otherworldly atmosphere within the confines of the thief's chosen vessel. In Seoul, a city pulsating with life and history, the stolen mirror found a new haven. The thief, unaware of the ancient curse that clung to the artifact, placed it within a hidden corner of a bustling antique shop. The stolen mirror, now disconnected from its Russian origins, cast an unsettling aura over Seoul's dynamic streets. The echoes of Moscow's struggles resonated within the stolen artifact as whispers of the mirror's curse reached the city's inhabitants. Among those who sensed the supernatural undercurrents was Minho Park, a young investigative journalist with a penchant for uncovering hidden truths. As Minho delved into the mysterious journey of the stolen mirror, he discovered the artifact's connection to Moscow's historical struggles and the malevolent forces that seemed to transcend borders. The stolen mirror, nestled within Seoul's antique shop, became a focal point in the unfolding narrative of shadows and reflections. Minho unraveled the enigma surrounding the stolen mirror, realizing its potential to unleash a supernatural reckoning on Seoul. Shadows twisted and reflections distorted as he confronted the artifact's malevolence, standing at the intersection of Moscow's echoes and Seoul's vibrant energy. The story concluded with Seoul standing on the precipice of a haunting odyssey. The stolen mirror, now a catalyst for a new chapter in its malevolent journey, hinted at the shadows that would cast their mark on the city's destiny. The stolen artifact, free from the confines of Moscow, left readers to anticipate the twists and turns that awaited Seoul in the clutches of the cursed mirror's influence. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.